Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about a product sent to me by a company called 70mai, and this is their A810 dash cam, which is a dual dash cam. It's got a 4K sensor on the front, and then it has a rear view cam that's in 1080p. And I'm going to use it slightly differently, but they also have some other interesting things that go along with this, including 4G capability, remote monitoring, some really cool extra things that you don't find on a lot of dash cams. So stay tuned. Let's start off by seeing what's inside the box and telling you about some of the features. It comes with lots of extras. So it's 4G compatible. It's got 2 cameras, voice controlled, parking sensors, surveillance settings, 24 hours. Comes with a 64 gig card. There's a built-in GPS, and it's Wi-Fi 5 and 2.4 gig. So it transfers very fast as well. You'll notice it includes a circular polarizer as well, which will give you the ability to reduce glare, and it just slips right on top of the main lens, and you're able to spin it to get to the desired effect that you'd like. What's cool about the GPS system is that it's actually 3 modes. It's a standard GPS, voice controlled, and it's GLONASS plus BDS. And so that way it accurately records your speed, your routes, and your locations, that sort of thing, directly to your screen. So you actually have a readout of where you're at, your speed at the time of any incidents that may happen, that sort of thing. And it works pretty much anywhere in the world. Here I'm showing you a optional remote control or remote access device that uses 4G LTE. And this will let you get live view and vehicle tracking, remote access whenever you're not near your car. And to go along with that, I was able to get this battery unit, and the way I'm using it and what it's really good for is if, for instance, you do not want to hardwire into your fuse panel. For me, my fuse panel is under my hood, and it was much more difficult to wire in than most cars that have the fuse panel under the dash. And so this allows you to use your cigarette lighter with a battery unit so that it will power the device and the 4G capability separately and not drain your battery on your car. And as you notice here, I'm going to show you kind of how it all hooks together. There's a cable that goes from the back of the battery unit to your cigarette lighter, and then you can go straight from there into your camera itself if you'd like, or right here, this is a 12 volt. I'm sorry, this is going straight to your camera. But then there's also a 12 volt option that goes to your 4G remote device. And when you do that, you just daisy chain it into your camera. So there's not a whole lot of wires coming out of the battery unit. They just kind of go in series. Here, you'll see where you just take the SIM card and place it inside the wireless unit. Very simple to put in and get configured. And then the other side will plug in. There's an adapter here that you can use if you don't go into your panel. You'll be able to just plug it right into the back of the battery unit. And I find this very helpful and really nice to have this extra battery unit. And here's what it looks like when it's all wired up. I could do a slightly better job with the wiring if I use some of the included connectors and that sort of thing, but I wanted to get straight to this part where what I find is important is to show you the actual footage from the device. As you can see, the image is very well saturated and very sharp. Down at the bottom right, you're going to notice something blurred out. That is actually your GPS coordinates, and I wanted to blur those out for privacy reasons. But down to your left, you're going to see you can turn off, turn on any of these features, by the way. You'll be able to see the time, your speed, date, and you can turn on or off the logo as well. And so one of the things I did want to point out is how sharp the image is. And especially if you need to pause the video and see something up close and like read a sign or something, it is very sharp once you do that. I apologize for my car here. I'm using the rear view camera as an interior camera to check the back seat instead of running it in the back of my car, because I have a backup camera and I wouldn't really use it for that. So I went ahead and wanted to show you how another way you could use it. Here is a cloudy, overcast day. This is about 6:15 in the evening, so it's getting dark. And as you can see, it handled that light very well. Here's another bright, sunny day. This is, I think 11 in the morning. Yeah, so 11 in the morning. And I just kind of wanted to show you how this looked from both the 4K camera, and then I flipped the camera around, the rear view camera, and showed it in the same situation. And if you notice, there is a slight difference in color balance between the cameras, where this one is a little bit warmer. So your 1080p camera is definitely warmer. As you can tell, you can see my face is a little bit red, but it's still a very good, clean image for the purpose. I really wanted to show you as many different scenarios as I could with both the cameras. And here is where I am at night. This is, I guess, 8:30 at night. No, this is 10:30 at night. And I'm just driving down a normal street here. This is coming out of my neighborhood and then onto a pretty decently sized suburban street. So you can see with typical lights and buildings around, and everything is extremely well balanced. You can see everything. You can see way out in front of you. And the rear view camera does not handle the darkness near as well, but it is still usable. If you notice, this is just standard footage of a typical drive. So you may or may not want to use it in that same configuration that I do, but I wanted to show you something different than just a rear camera. So here's the actual application, and I'm just showing you how it, once you install it, it's going to go through a series of login and some permission settings, and I wanted to show you how pretty easy it is. So when it comes up and it connects, you're actually seeing the inside of my studio here, and it's going to allow you to go to the device settings here, and you'll see all kinds of features that you can turn on and off, and it's very extensive. There's collision detection, time-lapse photography. There's your GPS settings, emergency video. There's also just like, do you want to turn on audio or not? You want it to record that? I usually do. And there is just a whole host of other things. You can change your language, your recording type, your Wi-Fi settings. There's, the typical metrics or versus U.S. standards, miles per hour, kilometers per hour. You can set your Wi-Fi type, and just all kinds of things here. And you format your card as well. And then there's the album, where if you go inside here, you'll be able to see what you've recorded. So right here, it's going to show you a breakdown of like all your videos, your parking surveillance, etc. And then it breaks it out into a main camera and extended camera. Your main camera is obviously your front camera, and your extended will be your reverse camera. And you can play it back right here on your phone. So this is what it looks like straight through the app. And it's very easy to download and save. And with its fast Wi-Fi, you're able to see it in very smooth, natural motion. Okay, so what'd you think? I am very happy with the A810 from 70mai. I'm so happy they sent this over for me to test. I know where I'm putting it, and I'm actually going to be putting it not in my car, but in my daughter's. She's back and forth to college all the time, and she does not have any kind of camera available to her at this moment. So I'm going to be installing it into her car, and I think the dual camera system will work out real well for her. And especially The fact that it can turn itself on and off based upon ignition settings and things like that. Really happy with it. You get such a good value here as well. Not only is it a very large aperture lens and a very high quality 4K HDR sensor on the main camera, the fact that you have collision sensors, parking monitors, built-in GPS, a 64 gig included card, it's just a very good value, and I really am appreciative of 70mai sending it over to me. So if you get a chance, check it out. Thanks.